This is Lena B, your host of Mending and Moving Forward. So, of course, is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I really want to talk about this because of the plain fact that men are not supported when it comes to trauma, mental health, stuff like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. All right, yeah. So men are not supported as much as they should be when it comes to mental health and stuff like that. Anyways, so yeah, and I'm gonna chop you up. Yeah, so I really wanted to hit that subject this week. So it's good. I'm gonna be talking about it all month long, and of course, in general, I always talk about mental health for females and men, because I'm big on that. To be honest, that's my biggest pet peeve, if I say, because I feel like everybody needs help. But back on the subject, because I don't want to get sidetracked. But I mostly wanted to talk about us females supporting our men when they are dealing with anything, trauma, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I feel like us as females, like, so many times our men are going through stuff and we don't have their back. You know what I'm saying? Or you misunderstand them and you may do stuff to hurt them that you really don't mean to do. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that is right, because it's not at all. Period up blank. We need to get some understanding for real of we need to get to understanding that instead of us as females living so much on our emotions. And I'm saying this because I had a conversation last night, and I feel like us females, from the conversation, we are very much too ran by our emotions when men don't have the openness to run off their emotions. Like, they have to be strong. They have to show up for us even when they hurt, and show up for us even when they're mentally drained. And so much of us females, we don't appreciate it, you know, and that's including me at times. I could say that now, after I've had time to sit down and reflect, because I am human. I do make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Um, and I have done. I'm about to get bored. I'm finished with this shit. Yo, what the fuck? Boy, me dead. Hot sauce. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. My son just got me so sidetracked. Man, that's hot sauce. That's not white. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She knew it was too good to be true, and niggas at $10. I should have known. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's red Zion, hot. I'm talking about really important subject. Can you go away, please? Man, that's hot sauce. That don't have nothing to do with me. You the one who just I said no. Why not? I'm sorry, y'all. Do not have children. Why not? Because I said so. It's not that fun. No. You know the. You're not here when I said no. Wait. You know the Yeah, you had that hearing. Wait. Your ears need to clean out. You gotta listen. You're not here. No, you gotta listen. Me say put on the key and come from ya. Me dep on live. You gotta listen. Me dep on live. Okay, so that means that people look for me and I wonder what one. Can you put it down? All right. Thank you. Wait, I'm gonna put it back in your room. I got you. Do nothing. I'll watch behind you. I can't put back to that, Jerome. So, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry. Whew. Let me get back on subject. But yeah, like I said, so many times us as females forget to support our men because we don't take the time out to actually understand them and give them the room to actually express their feelings and everything to us, you know? Um it's very important that we actually stick by them and we actually understand them and don't hurt them more because I don't even know how to put it into words, but it's like you're just adding more onto their plate when really they're when really we're supposed to be their piece. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like I said, I'm not perfect. I've made my mistakes, you know, and yeah, I'm trying to right my wrong. But hey, like I said, men, y'all men, you men, I should say, y'all, there's so much good men out here probably that y'all have been hurt so much by females that you have strayed because of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part about it. You know, um, I just love, and I would love to see a lot of y'all men heal and find y'all person, to be honest. Like, really heal mentally, physically, emotionally, especially mentally, like I said, because it's so many times y'all, just like we overthink, y'all overthink, and it's so many times that y'all may overthink and stuff, and you don't have that. I'm sorry, y'all. And you don't have that room. I'm sorry, y'all. Me and my fat self. But y'all don't have the room to even show that y'all are going through it, you know? And I'm not, I will say this. Me as a female, like I try my best to support my significant other. Um, I, because I do know like life can life, you know? And just like we overthink, y'all feel, y'all are humans just like anybody else. It's not accepted for y'all to open up about it. And the one person y'all should be able to really be open up with is the woman in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should be able to sit down and talk how you feel without judgment from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, without her putting you down, making you feel like you ain't nothing, or your feelings don't matter. What you going through don't matter. You know, I just I just really think it's important for us to really celebrate our men, especially when they good. When they a good man, the best thing is to always celebrate them, always make them feel appreciated. Um, it's not about the big things. Sometimes it's the little things. Like when I say appreciated, I'm not talking about go out and buy extravagant gifts. Nah, like I'm talking about like let them know that you see them. You know, let them know that they're loved, they're appreciated. Like at the end of the day, men are the head of our household. You get what I'm saying? They're always going to be the breadwinner. I don't care. I don't care how y'all feel about me saying this, but men are always the breadwinner, whether or not you as a female are making more money. I'm just saying that because, like I said, I believe completely in the Bible. Um, and the Bible tells you that, like, your man is always going to be the head of your household, especially if he's your God ordained husband. He's always going to be the head of the household. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of women put men down, especially like when they're the breadwinners. Like you like to put him down, talk down on him, or your man lose his job and you putting him down, talking bad about him. But when he up is like everything's all good and dandy. That's not how a real relationship works. You get what I'm saying? Like for your man to feel mentally stable and mentally comfortable with you. Like you have to really have that man back. You know what I'm saying? You really have to show him like you're my person. And if he's not, like leave him the hell alone. Leave him the hell alone. Leave him alone if he's not your person. For real, for real. Like yes, there are situations where how I say this. Yes, there are situations where you might meet your person like in a complicated way. You know what I'm saying? And you just know that's your person. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's the point of us like really having their back as females. Like we really need to have our man's back because when everybody else is against them, the only person they gonna have is us. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to always know that they can talk. You know what I'm saying? Like no judgment, no nothing, just straight up just listen. Let them vent. Let them vent. You know what I'm saying? Like their mental health is as important as ours. Like so many times like I hear females say, "Oh, he need to be a man. I don't want no bitch ass nigga." Excuse my language. But you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, he acting like a, you know, or whatever. Like, things like that mess with men mentally. It really do. You know, and that's why for the most part I don't call men out dating. I don't because I wouldn't like for no man to call me out my name. So yeah, and that's gonna mentally mess with a man. Like you, it's like okay, like I said, I had a conversation last night, and it's like you just let them feel so unworthy and less than, you know, and it was crazy, kind of like having that conversation because it just opened my eyes more to men's mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always I've always knew the bits and pieces of it, but it was like a real eye opener to me. Like just men hurt too, you know. And sometimes, well, most of the time, we females are the cause of it, you know. So yeah, like I'm saying, like it's just we really need to just support our men for real. And I'm not saying any type of man, like I said before. When they a good man, let them be a good man and treat them right. Let them know that I see you. You know what I'm saying? Let them really know you see them because they deserve it more than anything, especially if they're a good man. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just asking y'all, like, hear them out, listen to them, love on them, appreciate them, let them know that you truly see them for them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, I don't know. It's just this subject touches me in so many ways, and I don't want to talk about everything in this one episode because, like I said, this is going to be something we talking about all week. You know, men's mental health awareness because it's very important for them to also feel like they're being supported. Like I said, um, but I just want y'all to know, like, for some reason, females feel like they don't got respect they men sometimes, or they making more money. Why should I respect him? I'm making more money. He ain't doing nothing but sitting on the chair playing games. Yeah. How about you encourage him? Push him to be better. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't want to be better, then maybe he's not what you thought. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's just going through it mentally. Maybe you should just sit down and talk to this person and see what's really going on, you know? But, like I said, it's very important to me because I have brothers, you know. I sit and talk to my brother, not all my brothers, but I sit and talk to my brother. You know what I'm saying? And they go through stuff too, but it's like they got to be closed off. They can't talk about it too much because it's like they feel like, or as if they're going to be judged, you know? And that's real unfair to them, to be honest. It's real unfair to men that to know that they don't have nowhere to vent, no safe space. Because we be having safe spaces, you know, and a lot like it's even stereotypical for a lot of people to go to therapy, you know, because it's like you're looked down upon or oh you crazy, you going to do therapy? No, I do therapy. I suggest everybody on my channel do therapy, especially if you're struggling with something, you know what I'm saying? Because it helps so much in so many ways. Like it just gives you an understanding of yourself, you know, understand your triggers because men have triggers just like us, you know. Y'all do. Y'all really do. Um, And I just think it's real important, Hello. I just think it's really important to support the men when it comes to their mental health. And they may not talk about trauma, as much, depending on what it is, you get what I'm saying? But men go through trauma just like us. They hurt just like us females. They feel, they have emotions. It's just not accepted as much as us, you know. But, you know, like I said, it's just it's just different, you know. And it's just in a sad, sad way, because I feel like they should be able to open up just like us, feel seen without them having to keep begging, you know. That's my biggest thing. They should be able to feel seen without begging to be appreciated, to be heard, to be able to express their feelings, because men love just like us, you know, but they don't get the credit for it. Like people be like, "Oh, men are dogs," and stuff like that. And I personally, for me, I feel like men don't start off like that. They start off being that confident, good guy, and then just somebody triggers them to be like, hey, forget about that. I'm gonna just be a player in these streets. Or they traumatize them so much that they don't even want to try again. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part about it, to be honest. That's the sad, sad part about it. But we're going to work on that. We are going to work on supporting our men mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, and I'm not talking about, oh, having somebody laid up in your house and you paying everything, and not like that. When I say supportive, it's like, do you know how much stress it is for bills to be on one person? Do you know how much stress it is to have to take care of a household all by yourself? And I'm saying this because a lot of females sit at home and be like, "Oh, he the man. He gotta take care of me." And okay, while he doing all of that, who's making sure he's okay? Why are you worried about yourself, honey? But like I said, we need to work. I want y'all to work this week on really sitting down and asking your man this one question. Babe, what are you going through mentally? Just talk to me and just sit there and hear him out. You know, that's it. Just sit there, hear him out. Don't answer. Don't say nothing. Just listen. Just listen to him. I don't want y'all to say nothing to him. If you have a man, just say, hey, babe, What are you going through mentally? Talk to me. If you have a son, it don't even have to be your man, because boys go through it too, you know. And I'm saying this because I've sat and talked to my son, and he's been hurt by a girl. You get what I'm saying? And tends to turn them into a monster. That's just the honest truth. um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Because I'm trying to figure it out. But like I said, I just feel like men need more support mentally. They're not supported as much, like, especially men who come from the army, and that's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it. Hello? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see this crap. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, men's mental health is very important, just like ours is important. Because anyway you put it, in order for two to become one, like we're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You have to be understanding of your significant other. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Because if you're not, it's not even gonna make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And sadly, that's something that has to be on both sides. He has to be just like you got to be supportive. He got to be supportive. But in all honesty, if you as a female are being so nonchalant towards how your man is feeling, how do you expect him to open up to you, to tell you how he doing mentally, to tell you what he's been through, to open up to you about anything? You understand? Like, it's going to be very hard for that man to do that, no matter what you may think. And that's just being honest. So, like I said, we are going to support these men. We are going to make them know that we hear y'all. We see you. You are appreciated, because that is what they are deserving of, especially if they're doing right by you, if they are treating you right. Now, if he's not treating you right, like I said, leave him alone. That's it. Or if you know that you are not mentally there, to be there for your man mentally, leave him alone. Because it's okay to mentally be there for somebody and you're not mentally there, as long as y'all are healing together, mending, becoming one of equal yoke. You get what I'm saying? Like, but not everybody gets with that person who they're equally yoked with. You get what I'm saying? Like, so many times we get married for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned in my years that you have to know how your man is feeling mentally. Always ask him, like, sometimes he may not even be thinking about nothing. But when you see him stare out in space, like, babe, what's wrong? Talk to me. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also know when to give them their space. And they'll come back to you and they'll talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one that's big on space when it comes to battling with stuff mentally, because I know for me personally, I like my space when I need to get my mental together. But I know, if, like I said, if I have my significant other, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know, like, babe, mentally, I'm not there today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally haven't really been having it in them days. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a plain fact that our men need that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some other stuff I want to talk about, but I'm gonna leave that for the rest of the weeks of the month. But just please, please, ladies, please, ladies, public announcement. Really be there for y'all men mentally. They need it. Just like y'all want them to be there and hold you and let you cry. Sometimes let them lay on your chest, baby. Come, my baby, come lay on my chest. How you feeling? T, T, I see you, Tati, T. But yes, that is true. Also understand that every person doesn't come into your life to be a partner, but to teach you a lesson. Yeah, we know. We know. But yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to touch a lot on mental health awareness for men this week, because they're as important as us. Their mental health is very much important, because, like I said, I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care how none of y'all feel about me saying this, but regardless of who is making the money, he's still the breadwinner. That's just how God ordained it, baby. Regardless how you feel. Just saying. But yeah, everything is a learning process, and we are not here to judge. We are only here to learn together. Like I said, we're all gonna learn how to cope and everything when it comes to our mental health and being more mentally aware of how everyone feels. So, like I said, we are going to support our men. Not this month, not only this month. I'm talking about all year long, just like we be needing it all year long. That's what you're gonna do. Like, yes, everybody may not be okay. Let me say it like this: you may not be here for a long time, but you here for now. You get what I'm saying? Like just like she said, like yeah, that person may not be here forever because that's not your lifelong partner, but that person is with you now. So why traumatize them to send them on to another person? You get what I'm saying? Like really show these men love for real. Like not saying that you're not saying that you're not gonna make mistakes because everybody do. You know what I'm saying? I've made a mistake. And trust me, I love my man. And I've made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning from it and I'm trying to right my wrong. Whether it works out for the betterment of us or work out that however it may work out, I know I'm trying to right wrong. And I also know that I'm still going to let him know that he is very much appreciated and that no matter what he going through, I'm gonna always have his back. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just me. But that is how you are to make your man feel. Now, that feeling is also supposed to be reciprocated. Like if you need to talk, you should be able to talk and open up and he listened just like you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just that's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm none of that. I'm just a girl, a grown woman who love my man and know that I need him to be mentally stable. I need him to feel overly comfortable talking to me. Know that he would never be judged. And I'm always just listen, hear him out. And when wanted, I give him my opinion on stuff and we just agree to disagree if we don't agree. You know what I'm saying? Like maturely agree to disagree. I'm not talking about the agree to disagree where we bickering back and forth. I'm not for all that. I ain't arguing with nobody. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't doing it. I'm getting too old for that. You know what I'm saying? But just like I'm saying, like they need us too. And I'm gonna be there for mine. I'm gonna be here for mine always. I'm gonna be here for mine always. But like I said, it's not just our men. We need to talk to our young boys too.
Excuse me, mother.
You know, cause they go through stuff too.
Excuse me.
They go through stuff mentally. Like right now, mine's about to go through something mentally.
Excuse
me. But like I said, my loving, daring mother. They go through things mentally.
Excuse me.
Sometimes they just need a titty popped in their mouth still.
Excuse me, mother.
But like I said,
mother, excuse me.
Boys need to be talked to too because they be so traumatized that sometimes they just stick to you, especially like a mother. They'll stick to you. You know what I'm saying? And
their mother.
It doesn't. They don't feel like they have the room to talk to anybody. So let them be able to talk to you. I wouldn't say like my kids because they get into too much details. But I don't complain because at least they talk to me, you know. But I don't say nothing because at least they talk to me, you know. But our men, whether it's your son, whether it's your brother, your man, or, you know, even your friend, just hear them out. Let them talk. Let them vent. Let them know that they're seen, you know. So, like I said, this is Black. I was about to say Black. This is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, the whole month of June. And we are going to show our men how appreciate, and it's Father's Day too this month. So definitely, because I'm not going to lie, so many times
Something I'm not here.
So many times
You should have just said it.
do we forget Father's Day. And Father's Day is not celebrated as much as Mother's Day. And I will say, I understand, but I don't understand. Because mothers, I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to be real controversial, and I don't care.
Excuse me, mother.
But
My dearest mother.
regardless of what happened between you and the father, y'all should encourage y'all kids to celebrate their fathers. Or if not celebrate their fathers, they got grandfathers, they got uncles, they got somebody, some man around that they can celebrate. Because there are so many men out here. I've seen like Father's Day is dead compared to Mother's Day, and that is sad. That is very sad.
Excuse me, mother.
So, like I said, this is Mental Health Awareness Month for the men, and we're going to celebrate them on Father's Day. Because I know I'm going to celebrate mine. I'm going to celebrate my man. Of course, 100%.
Excuse me, mother.
But, like I said, we definitely
that had nothing to do with me. But mom. So
need to celebrate them. So we are going to be back next week, Thursday. Definitely talking more about Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Because, like I said, I'm talking about this all month long. Because, you know, in general, my show is about mental health and trauma and all of that. But I'm only talking about the men this week and this month because they need to be talked about more than anything because they are not appreciated as fathers and heads of the household. I'm not going to lie. And they're very unappreciated. So, man, and I'm going to say this and we're going to be out. Women are selfish bitchs. They do not have their men back. They do not appreciate their man. Man, sometimes I sit here and I be like, damn, the females that got these good men, sorry. The females got these good men and they treating them so bad, dogging them out. And I'm not gonna lie. When you've been through so many messed up behind men that you try to heal, and then you get you a good man, yeah, I done. It's hard to accept. Let's just put it like that. It's very hard to accept. But we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on accepting good men in our life. Cause I know I got me a good one, and I just pray to God every day that I continually have him. You know, because like I said, I have made mistakes. I'm not perfect. And yeah, we're gonna work on celebrating our men this month for the rest of our lives. Celebrate them for real. You know. Yeah. And sometimes the men that are out here in damage just need somebody to love on them and show them what real love is. Show them appreciation. Show them the freedom to really love and love unapologetically and wholeheartedly. And I will give y'all this advice: don't run from them. It ain't worth it. I will tell y'all that. Do not run from that good man, because it's not worth it at all. Because it's either you realize it when it's too late, or you realize it after you already hurt that person, and you know to God that you love them more than anything in this world. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, we're gonna support our men mentally every chance we can get. But I love y'all so much. And I thank y'all every week for hearing me out, listening, and please share my page and subscribe to my page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I need more followers on my Instagram. It's gonna be Lena underscore BEE underscore 100. And I need 1,000 followers so I could go live on my Instagram, please. I'm begging y'all. But I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. And this is definitely Lena B with Mending and Moving Forward. And peace. I love y'all. Goodbye.